and welcome Mr. Matthew. Matthew, so could I please get you to introduce yourself to the people who are watching this?
Yep.
Tell us what do you and your partner do for work, and what do you like to do in your spare time, or what brings you joy outside of work?
Yep. So I'm Matt. Full time, I'm a chef,
Mhm.
and my wife is a restaurant manager. And what we do for joy is we love travelling, love going on holidays, and love buying properties on the side. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, where's the next place you're traveling to? You were just telling me off camera.
Yeah. So in about 3 weeks, we're going to South America for 7 weeks.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah, get that out
that's
before
so cool.
kids. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, Colombia, Peru, Brazil,
Yeah.
Chile. Yeah, it's awesome.
Beautiful. All right, let's tell the people how we met because we have a really cool story about how we met. Well, I think it's cool
Yeah,
anyway.
cool.
We're such nerds. So we were on a yacht type of thing. Tara and I. We were on our 7 year anniversary honeymoon, and it's the time when I proposed to my fiance. We're on this yacht going out to the Great Barrier Reef,
Yeah,
and then I saw this guy. Good old Matt here. You were in the background, laying out on the yacht, reading a book. And was it Rich Dad Poor Dad?
it was. Yeah, Richard Portal. Yeah.
Yeah. You were reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I'm like, that's a guy I want to make friends with. And so I walked over to you. I'm pretty sure I walked over to you, didn't I?
Yeah,
And I was like,
you shouted over how, what do you think of the book? That's what you said to me. He goes, what do you think of the book? I said, oh, it's absolutely awesome. Then, yeah, we just started talking and talking and talking. And yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
and it was so funny because also by accidental, you ended up, I think, on the same flight home as us as well,
We did.
from the Great Barrier Reef, from the Whit Sundays, and we ended up talking at Brisbane Airport for ages. And we're like, wait, we have more we want to talk about. And then we
I felt
became
sorry
so
for your partner, my partner, and we were just going blah, 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 blah.
it was so good. I loved it. I was like, I like this guy. Okay, so Matt, let's tell the audience just to set a bit of context. Before you reached out to me, how many properties did you already have before you started working with me?
So before I reached out to you, I had three. So I had my own home, principal place of residence, and
Yep.
we had two new build properties which we just built.
Great. And then why did you reach out to me and think, I need Olivia and her team?
I think I wouldn't say I got stuck, but I think it was the knowledge. It was we did well getting our new build properties, and that's what we kind of knew: right place, right time. And then I was like, well, where do we go from here? Who do we speak to? What do we need to do? And I think that's where obviously I was like, right then, I need some more support. I need someone on my team. I'm going to need some a bit of guidance on what to do next because I've never bought established houses. So I think that was kind of my next kind of goal, yeah, so to speak.
Why did you think you want to move? Why did you at the time think you wanted to move from doing new builds to established?
Good question. I think at the time, like you only know what you know. I think, and I think
Mm,
we knew what we knew when we did our few houses. And we thought, yeah, rinse and repeat, yeah, let's mirror that a little bit more. But then we realised, well, you know, building a house, then you buy the land and you wait 12 months and 18 months, before you actually get it, it's 1.5 years. Then it's an opportunity time missed in terms of buying an established house where you can get it into 3 to 4 months or 6 months and it's boom, boom, boom. So I think time is definitely up there as well. And I learn a lot. I learn a lot.
did you? What do you think's been your biggest takeaway since working with me and going through this whole process?
Takeaway. Just gaining knowledge. Just really structures as well in terms
Yeah.
of trust structure and how to think of the bigger picture. Portfolio 4, 5, 10. I think that you've been absolutely brilliant explaining that to us. Um, Speaking to the right people, having the right people on your team as well. Team building in a sense of you got to have the right broker, you got to have the right team, and you've all got to work together. And I think you've really just kind of gave us that knowledge on this is what you need to do, this is who you need to speak to, ask the right questions. You know what I mean? So I think that's what I've took off you. It's been brilliant.
Awesome. I just want to say, first of all, thank you for that. And also, your hunger for
Yeah,
what you want and where you're going is out of this world. I was just explaining to you off camera. I think you're one of the top clients I've ever had that's just like so hungry for the next one. What drives your hunger for the next one and to build your wealth? What is it for you?
what drives it? I think I don't know. It's uh, it's a tricky one because what drives it is I just want to support my family down the track as well. So really for me, it's okay. How can I better my life? How can I better my family's life? And what do I need to do now to enable more choices? I really want choices down the track, and with property and having a portfolio and 10-year plan, 15 plan, whatever it is, you've got a lot more options than the average person. And you know, like you said to me, it is a plan, but the plan can change. At least you've got a plan and you can adjust it down the track. So I think for me, my hunger is seeing the end goal, seeing that you've got more choices, and it's just going to create passive wealth down the track. So yeah,
Amen. Speaking of, let's talk about what we mapped out for you, that passive wealth. So we mapped out a plan for you where you're going to reach 130, very conservatively, $136,000 of passive income to live off in 10 years. Now, I advise most people the goal should be, and you should look at property wealth building as like a 10 to 15 year window, but you had already started a bit before you approached us with
yeah.
a couple of your properties. So tell me, what was it like when you received that portfolio planner and you're like, okay, you wanted 120K was your original goal in 10 years, and we're going to get you to 136. What did you feel when you got that given to you?
That's brilliant. It's just you want one thing and they give you something else. The team gives you something else. It's just a good feeling. It's a good feeling that it's mapped out and it's a plan, and
Yeah.
anyone can achieve it. But yeah, it's a good feeling. Yeah, it's just like it's your birthday kind of thing. You know what I mean? And you get something, you're like, oh wow, really? We got this. Oh, awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a good feeling. Really good feeling.
Do you think it's made you more aggressive or more excited to want to go harder and do more? Or do you think it's more like relaxed you that you will reach something, like giving you certainty?
Good question. I was maybe more relaxed. Probably not more relaxed. It's probably maybe more eager. More like, oh well, you see
Cool.
it on a pen and paper, and you go, okay, well, that's what we could get. It's like, well, how can we fast track it? Is there anything else we can do? So I'm a little bit more aggressive, I think now.
Yeah.
As long as you follow like structure and like plan and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, 100%.
Amazing. And you guys have planning to have children in the near future or far distant future? Is that somewhere in there?
Near future. So
Near.
fingers crossed, touch wood. Hopefully
Yeah.
in the next 12 months,
Amazing.
12 to
And
18 months, So we're going to start obviously trying in the next, couple of months, this and that. And yeah, that's what we want to be at the moment.
so cool. Can I also share or ask you, have you still got a housemate living with you at your PPR?
We do, yeah.
Can we talk about this? Because this is quite important.
It's a good
So
subject.
not many people, pardon?
It's a good subject.
It's a good subject. It is a good
Yeah.
subject. I feel like it's half the time I take on your bloody accent. I swear to God, because my parents are Poms as well. And I'm like, it's a good subject, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm
so
very northern.
okay, you're Northern. Okay. Um, Tell me about why do you have a housemate living with you in your PPR? Because not many people in their 30s are like, yeah, I'm going to sacrifice and have somebody else live with me. You're an investor who has, I think you have like over $1 million worth of equity now as well,
Yeah.
probably close to it. Not many people are willing to sacrifice that. What's your method behind why you have a housemate living with you in your home that you own?
Well, the way I look at it is obviously we've got no kids and stuff at the moment. It's creating passive income. Um, that's the top and bottom of it, really. It's you know, we've thought about the idea of rent investing, this and that, and I was thinking, well, how can I maximise what I'm doing at the moment with the house I've got? So, yeah, we rented out the room. He pays X amount a week. Then that helps us fund the portfolio as well. So it pays the mortgage. It basically pays our mortgage on our house we live in. Then
Wow.
whatever we've got on our savings and stuff for the other properties or whatever, it just makes sense.
Allows you to go a bit quicker. Well done. I
Yeah,
think not that many people are willing to do the level of sacrifice. And some people come to me and they're like, Liv, I want a fucking passive income, replace my income in 5 years. And I'm like, what are you willing to do to sacrifice that? Because you're an average income earner.
yeah,
It's not like, you're loaded or you're a rich person. Like you have to do something as the average Aussie. If you earn in household income is under 200 grand a year, you have to be able to do something in order to get by. And I think what you guys are doing in terms of having a housemate is an incredible sacrifice that it will massively pay off, even if it's for 12 months, even if it's for 3 years. It doesn't have to be forever. But what you've just said is it's allowed you to save money so we can buy more bullish real estate on the side of it. And it'll allow you to get over that first 3 years sort of hurdle or pain that everyone sort of needs to get through. The first couple of years is the hardest.
yeah. It
And
just gives you a bit of a buffer. Yeah, and we did it
yeah,
from day one moving in here. So we've been in here now for um, coming up to 4 years. I think around about 4 years. So we did it from day one. So we thought,
so
let's make a sacrifice. And when we've got kids and stuff, obviously we'll have to reassess that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's 4 years of income. Just renting the room out.
well done. Going hard, ripping it off like a band-aid. And so does that mean you've bought 4 properties in 4 years?
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah,
Well
yeah,
done.
it
Four
does.
properties in 4 years. Congratulations.
Yeah, cheers.
Fucking cool as that. Now, let's talk about a little bit about your actual property itself. Because the property, now we've settled on the property, that's all done, tenants in. Here's a fun fact for you. I don't know if you actually remember this at all. But your ROI, so the return on your money invested in the first year alone, is going to be 27%. So the money you put in, the ROI that you're going to get is 27%. Very conservatively in the first year. Did you know that?
No, I didn't actually. No. No.
There you go.
Oh wow.
That's cool. Like, you can't do that with shares.
No,
You'd
you
be
can't.
lucky in shares. Average, I think, over there's like 8 or 7%. I think you'd be lucky, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm getting 12%. Well, 27% conservatively
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
on property. How
Yeah,
cool is that?
I love it.
Um, I'm so proud of you. So, one last thing I would love for you to tell the audience. Is there anything that you would like to tell the audience? If anyone was watching this who is in the same position as you, they're a chef, they've got a new wife, they've got a home and a couple of properties up their sleeve, and if they're thinking about, I'm a little bit stuck or I don't know what to do, what advice would you give them?
So advice, like anyone can do this. Like literally anyone can do this. You don't like I am not a high income earner, and neither is my wife. We're just normal average people on average wages. So what we've done is just through a bit of saving, speaking to the right people. So my advice would be anyone can do it. Um, Focus on your mindset as well. I think mindset is a real key for me personally, because if you can control that mindset, you can do anything. It's just believe in the process as well. Really believe in it and go, okay, you're going to get a few storms. You're going to go up and down, this and that through the process, but you've just got to really focus on it and just let it do its business. Let the compound do its business. Let everything do its business. That it's just so rewarding. So I would just say, just focus on the mindset. Speak to the right team. Speak to yourself, Olivia. I think you've absolutely been amazing for us. I'd highly recommend, and just go for it because it's so rewarding.
Can I say your skill to visualize, where do you get that from? Because you're like, just focus. Do you do something like a task? Is there like a ritual or a task or something you do to focus, to look at your goals? Because for you, you're very clear on what you're going to achieve. And not that many people, Matt, have what you have, is this visibility or this knowing that you've got to reach your goals. Do you have a task on how to do that?
No, I don't think so. I'll just focus, just kind of it's a long term thing kind of thing. And I just go, well, this is what I want to achieve, you know, and there's going to be a few hurdles in between, but that's the end goal. Focus on that, but don't forget to look at and celebrate and, you know, do things in between as well. So I think it's looking at the big picture, but also focusing on the small things along the way. So that, and just in life, plan something, have something to look forward to, if it's once a year or every 6 weeks, and just make them little celebrations along the way. If it's personal, if it's finance, if it's, going out for a meal every so often. So just having something to look forward to kind of makes me keep my drive, you know what I mean? So that's the way I focus on things, yeah.
I love that. Celebrating the little milestones. You're right. Because by the time you get to property number 6 and 7, you'll be like, okay, boring. Yep, another property. Yay,
That's it,
woohoo. No,
yeah,
I always
tick,
say
yeah,
that.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And can you share with the audience, because I think this is important to know. So you've just settled on your fourth property, but what is it that you're actually planning on doing today? What's your agenda? Because you've got some stuff that you're about to do. What were you explaining to me before about what you're going to do for the rest of your day today?
Yeah, busy bee today. So, speaking with my accountant, speaking with a mortgage broker, um, and yeah, just trying to get the finance for the next property. That's it. So it's near enough.
Already on that hunt, planning for the next one.
As soon as it settled, 4 weeks ago, I already knew when it was settled. I'm going to get another one. That's it. And like what you've taught us as well is like ask the right questions. If you can't get this, how about this? How about that? How about this? You know what I mean? And just really dig deep. If the borrowing capacity is a little bit low, what can I do to get that next goal? You know what I mean? And where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? And just keep focusing. So, and that's what I've done with all my properties. To be fair, like even when we built the properties, the next day, kid you not, the next day I emailed my mortgage broker going, right then, I want to go again. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm just absolutely just go, 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 go. You just got to be focused and, it's brilliant.
Focused. And persistent by the sounds of it, like not
I'm
giving up,
persistent
not
as well,
thinking
and
that's
just
the
trusting the
answer.
process. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I look at you and I just think, fuck, we are like twins, honestly. We're the
Mm.
same thing. The thing that you did to get to 4 properties in 4 years is exactly what I did as well. To get, what did
Yeah,
I do? I got 5 properties in 5 years.
yeah,
Ah, isn't it
well,
funny? So
yeah.
if you're somebody watching this, copy, paste, copy, paste. Look
Copy
at what
paste and do
Matthew's
it.
done. Look at what
That's
I've
it.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah. Legend, I want to thank you so much for jumping on here. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, this is of some value to other like minded people out there. And then you can, I'm sure that this will inspire other people. So appreciate your time.
yeah. Appreciate you. Thanks very much.